Hey folks, welcome to Cabins in the Pine Historical Blog. I'm Gene Roncone, the curator of the blog, and I'm here with one of my friends, Bruce Johnson, who is a Renaissance man. He is a historian, he's an outdoor enthusiast, he is a teacher, he is, Teddy's Peak is behind us, and he said he's summited it so many times he doesn't know how many for sure. So,
right.
Bruce, thanks for being part of this today. I'm
glad to be here.
So we also want to give a shout out to Yellow Pine Ranch, who let us record on site here. You can see behind us the thing that looks like a kind of a pyramid in the back is Teddy's Peak. What a beautiful view. And so I'm wearing my Yellow Pine stuff to give a shout out to them. So Bruce, in the journal, the third part of the series that we did on the blog, the title is Teddy's Peak, Teddy's. And the reason is he declared this by executive order, a protected area, but we really don't have proof anywhere where it says it was named specifically after him. Now, you and I believe that there's a ton of evidence that points that it is, but Teddy's Peak is an incredible presence, as you can see in the valley here. It's 12,560 feet in elevation. It gives you a wide open view of the valley. Bruce has been up there. He's going to tell us about it in a moment. It's rated moderate to difficult, so most people can get up there without a problem. But what I love, Bruce, is hikers say it is the most secluded, quiet, and serene of most of the peaks. On the way up there, it looks a little bit more, doesn't have that appearance that there's open trails and different things.
Right.
But it influences everything in this valley, weather patterns, seasonal runoff of water. And so we're going to talk a little bit about Teddy's Peak and how it plays a significant role here in this valley. Bruce, you say you've summited, you've taken your granddaughter up there, your dogs up there.
Yep.
What is it about that peak that you like?
Well, like you said, it's very secluded. If you do the West Spanish Peak, there's a beautiful, one of my favorite trails of all time, but there's going to be probably people that you're going to run into. Don't think I've ever, on all my treks up there, have run into another group. It's always, not as well known. It's only a little bit over 12,000 feet in elevation, so it's not one of those ones people will want to check off their list. So it's secluded. The sad thing is that trail, though it was not a designated trail, is now pretty much gone.
Wow.
We had a huge blowdown 3 or 4 winters ago that closed down the Trinchera Road and the campgrounds up there at Blue and Bear Lake, and the trail where you would go up to Teddy's is covered in dead trees that are laying across. So,
Ron and I, a couple of months ago, went to the other side by Forbes Park.
Okay, cool.
And tried to come down, and there was so much fallen stuff. It seemed like it took 30 minutes to go half a mile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so you sent me a picture of you and your granddaughter. You took her up there.
Yep.
We'll put that on the video so people can see your dogs are running around up there.
Right.
Do you have a specific memory or experience when you were summiting Teddy's Peak that sticks out in your mind?
Well, that one, because that was her first big hike. That was, and she has since, I think, gone to the top of West Spanish Peak, I think. So that was a big one. We were all encouraging her dad, and everyone that was on the hike. But another kind of a sad thing is I had my recreation program on top of Teddy's.
Yeah.
And we were looking out to the north and realized we were seeing a fire off to the side, and it turned out to be the spring fire.
Oh my goodness.
And we were up there watching, and
2018.
And it was like a long way away.
Yeah.
And little did we know, within a couple of days, we were going to be evacuated.
Wow.
But there was a group of probably 20 of us up there, and that's sometimes our lunch spot is up top, sometimes on the ridge line before it. But little did we know that that was going to be a defining spot.
Over here in
point.
Pine Haven, when we walk to the end of the county road, there's kind of an opening, and if you look up on the ridge, you can see the burn line. It's still there.
Yeah.
Where they stopped it. Thank God
Yeah.
we had some favorable weather there at the end, because it was quickly coming to the.
Well, they were
village.
saying they didn't think they were going to be able to save Cuchara.
Yeah.
But then the wind shifted and the rain came in, and we got lucky.
That's amazing. So it is called Teddy's Peak.
Right.
Okay. And you lit this fire under me, asking, is it related to him? So I did a deep dive, and the forest records. There's our government has a department. All they do is give names to things, and so in their notes, there's no specific reference that it was named after him. But you and I know he was the one by executive order that protected this forest. So I find it hard to believe that maybe there was some famous rancher named Teddy that everybody knows.
Right.
But when you're up there and you look at this whole forest that he, by executive order, he used executive orders, he leveraged his power in a lot of ways for conservation. He was deeply criticized for it. But when you look out, does it feel like Teddy's Peak to you?
It does. For me, you get a pretty much view of the whole valley, and all the changes that have happened over the 100, 200 years of this area, and we wouldn't have it without him.
Yeah. Well, we reached out to his when he was president, presidential libraries were not a thing.
Okay.
And so in July of this year, they're opening his presidential library.
That is so cool.
In the Badlands, and we're going to go up there. I was able to connect with his great-grandson, who's an attorney on the board.
This guy is amazing.
And he said he's going to find out. He's going to, if I can find proof, I will give you guys proof that it was indeed named after him.
Okay.
So right now, there's lots of inference that it was, but we'll know in the future, right?
That's pretty amazing.
Bruce.
And I greatly appreciate our now friendship and your love. I mean, how long have y'all been here?
We fell in love with the valley 6 years ago, but it took us a year to find a place.
Okay.
So we've had a place here now for 5 years, and we're here a lot, maybe 90 to 100 days a year.
Okay.
We love it.
Well, I've been here all my life, and in the 5 years you've been here, you've got so much knowledge that I didn't know. This guy, he has pulled up, I'm going to brag on you, pulled up the bill of sale for the advertising van that Mr. Mays
advertised the valley with.
And now has gotten a little model that sits down in the timbers. But the work building down in Levita across from the original gas station was a car dealership. And I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
And here's a guy 5 years in pulls that up. So it's pretty amazing.
The county was a huge help. I was just so surprised, as busy as they are, that they'll point me in the right direction and stuff. But we'll bring lots of more content to you. Thanks for listening. And there's a lot more history about the Cuchara Valley, Pine Haven, Cuchara in general on cabininthepines.org. Bruce, thanks for joining.
Thanks. Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it.